I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
All right. At this point, we'll do our roll call.
Commissioner Heinemeyer,
Present.
Commissioner Ignashek,
Here.
Mayor Nolan.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, we're going to call this meeting to order. Number one, announcements. We have our check report, which I did print. I can also put it on the overhead. It's a shame that Shane and Jessica got that all prettied up.
One more spare.
Yeah, this is the 2 pages.
Anyone else like a copy?
All right, so the 17th was on the last check report. So in this, and I believe the 20th. So, but it does have there on Wix, that $4.99 was the festival website premium plan. That, I don't think we signed up for that, but that's what it.
You said that you were going to reduce
I
it
did,
down
that's what
to...
the $296.76.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had not set it up for 2 years. I had set it like month by month or something like that. And then they were like, okay, well, let's just do it for 2 years.
Okay.
Let's see. I need to put that in the right format. We got a franchise check from Blue Bonnet Electric. And, you know, I meant to check the mailbox and forgot. So there's probably one also from GVEC. And this is for the franchise fees for Q2. Payroll taxes, GVEC, Texas class. Jessica and I were talking that the HP Instant Ink went up to $9.06 a month. And we were trying to figure out what we get for that.
Yeah.
I think they
Volume.
send you, I think it checks ink levels and sends you ink automatically if,
I think that's kind of all it does, is it makes sure when you're running out of ink that it sends you more ink.
okay.
But I don't know. I don't know what, I mean, I suppose we could,
I think it started out like at $4 or something, you know, back in the day, and now it's at the, yeah, every 3 or 4 months it seems like it goes up a little.
yeah.
So,
I wonder how much those ink cartridges cost and how often we
yeah,
actually change them.
yeah. I don't know.
I guess they can try to look.
That's what kind of why I was wanting to print out the check report from here instead of using my own ink. Like I
Right.
thought, well, I'll be smart and use the HP Instant Ink.
Yeah.
City of Seguin, Crystal Clear, Home Depot, that was item 3498, items for the town hall, I think that was something.
Is it stuff
Renovation.
that I bought?
Yeah, it had, I think it had something to do with,
Oh, wait, town hall.
let's see, August 10th. That
August
was
10th.
like last week.
Okay.
That was,
For the glass and for the table hardware
no,
and no?
yes, it was for the table hardware. For, and then we have our sales tax from the Texas Controller, and this is for June and also for Q2, 4757.15.
What's Q2 again?
January, February, March, April, May, June, second quarter.
Oh, I see.
In our Texas class accounts, the interest is going up a little bit. And so we have 97,912.88 in our regular general account, 3248.56 in our sub account, and so with the bank account it gives us a total of 137,677.45. Nothing too crazy on there. I do have a check here that I will drop at the store for Gary DeLuz. This was for $200. That was for the floor leveling and patching.
This thing is not streaming. It's
Oh.
spinning and not.
Spinning.
Like a live button came on, but it's not. But then there's also this spinning wheel.
All right. Do we need to?
Shut it off and restart it? I don't know.
Maybe. It's like, do you want to end the live video? And like, I'd rather not because I already put in all this information.
Yeah.
But I guess that's all I've got. Okay.
There's no light right now on the camera.
Set up live video.
Camera cable is, yes.
Well, and I was able to see the video.
Yeah.
Like in the old days when your TV wouldn't, they would have some guy wrapped in wires and say technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I love the test pattern noise.
Yeah, test pattern. Technical
Yeah,
difficulties.
the old days.
The old
The
days.
test pattern followed by static, by test pattern.
I was listening to, are we up? I've got the blue light on.
We're not streaming yet.
I found that the other day, zip codes started in 1963.
Wow, that late.
I thought zip codes were around since like the 1800s or something.
No.
Zip codes started in
I thought they
1963.
didn't even come in until about 75.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No,
it was-
63. I
We'll
just
start
thought
in
that.
63 to take 75 and get everywhere.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember the year, but. Okay, I was 11 then.
I was,
And I
3.
said-
So,
I think we still, 5 years before that, we had the purple 2-cent stamp.
oh,
And
okay.
Now it is counting the seconds. This is for real.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, sorry, I thought I started the stream, but it was not working right. So we are in session for the August 17th monthly Kingsbury City Commission meeting. Shirley just did the check report and we will go on from there. Thank
Oh.
you.
they missed the part where we were cursing and has hurling fists at each other and throwing stuff.
It's a darn shame.
Yeah, it was exciting. But,
Let's have to wait for the next one.
yeah.
Let's see, I think all this stuff is.
We have a viewer already.
Oh.
Viewers like you make it possible.
Let's see, the only other thing I have, like, really for announcements is, I did, oh, well, no, never mind. I know where that fits elsewhere.
Okay.
Any other announcements?
Well, it would be good to mention Habitable Spaces has an art opening coming
Yes.
up
Oh, yes.
August
Yes.
27th, Friday, correct?
Right.
And
A week from Friday.
28th.
Yes.
Whoopsie.
28th.
Great. There will be dinners
Thank
that
you.
you can buy. You can go to habitablespaces.com and
.org.
reserve your dinner and stuff if you would like to do that. Also, there's a group of Kingsbury area residents that have put together an artisan and farmers market they plan to do once a month on the property of the aerodrome. That will be, the first one will be August 29th, the day after Habitable Spaces thing at the aerodrome. So check that out. Thank you.
Oh, and find us at habitablespaces.org.
Org.
It's okay.
Whoopsie, trying.
I guess announcements maybe, but I don't know if it's a public comment, but I have a question about Fall Harvest Festival changed their date,
Apparently,
October.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
October 5th, I think, the first Saturday in October.
Yes, the first Saturday in October. I chatted with Robin about it. I wondered if she wanted to, she always has trouble coming to these meetings.
Yeah.
She's working with the kids, but I just kind of called her to check in about it. But she will be out of town at the beginning of November. She said she had thought about just saying, maybe we don't do it this year. And then she was like, let's do it in October. And I know there's been some kind of back and forth about it being on the same day as the fly-in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in favor of trying it on a different day than the fly-in.
I don't mind, I was surprised, because I heard of it and the posting said it was 5 days ago, so I said, well, I missed. I was somewhere last.
I think it's third,
October
yeah.
3rd, okay. But, I mean, I guess, as long as we get the street closure permit in time.
yeah.
Yeah, and I asked her
everybody's-
about
she's
that.
notifying everybody, so we're
She
good.
have to get it for the September meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's passed, but volunteer fire department, it had not happened before the last meeting.
The barbecue?
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it. No, it was good.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there
Um,
any request yet for the trick or trunk or the other things that go on the last week?
No, not yet.
The locals?
No.
I'm sorry, since you're on those, the only reason I'm speaking is because that issue as far as announcements and
Yeah.
yeah.
you jumped in. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah. Did you have other announcement, or are we, yeah, it's public announcement.
Well,
time,
we can
right?
go to public comments and discussion. So, yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
It's okay.
Well, you do
All
have a
blends
yes here.
together.
Yeah, I kind of,
I
hard
speak
time
all the
separating.
time, so of course there's a yes
Well,
there.
fair enough. I have Allison and Edie with yeses here too, but I assume
part
it's
of
for the outbound.
Just policeman over here came and made us check our names since we were indeed speaking.
Good, good.
We're indeed.
Okay, well then,
Oh, so I'm gonna.
charge.
All right. Item number 3, review of public documents. I don't have any public documents, but, well, I have talked with the Molinas, and they are very
Oh,
excited about wanting to join the city
Cool.
limits. Yeah.
And one more issue, I am glad to see that there is now in the Kingsbury area, not in Kingsbury City, but right at the edge, alternative education.
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Two.
Curiosity Grove Academy.
Thank you. Because I'm remembering names and so on.
It's on
2438.
It's in Bob
Oh,
Grass's
okay.
old place.
Yeah.
It's on Bob
Yes.
Grass's old.
Crossroad and 2438 to the left.
Yeah, they seem great. We stopped by, they had an open house. We're part of the
They were-
Chamber of Commerce of Seguin, and I guess so were they. So they had a little thing and it was really cool. There was a bunch of families there and
Oh, they did
everybody was
have a-
super interested.
Like an open house kind of thing.
Concept and their
Yeah.
Having met them at the.
methods, their supports is really impressive. I like it. I really do like
Okay,
it.
so then-
That's cool.
It is. I think it's real cool. I would send my kids there if I had little
What's
kids.
going on?
I know, they seem cool.
What's it called again?
Curiosity Grove.
Curiosity Grove?
Yes,
Yeah.
and there's a banner out on the fence with the WW, whatever.
They seem to be allied with a couple of other schools and they're kind of they're coming up
Yes.
with a curriculum and so they have, yeah, it'll be
This is
interesting.
Brandy Lynn
They
Braxton,
have to offer.
Spence Braxton.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis.
About annexation, getting the most recent annexations updated with GVC, with Bluebonnet, and with Texas Controller. So getting all that, it affects, franchise fees, it affects sales tax. They've also put in a request, make sure that we're doing that. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah. Need that.
Item number 4, old business, consent agenda item. The only item here is the approval of the July 20th, 2026 regular city commission meeting minutes. Is that approved, or do we need to move that to the regular agenda?
I thought they looked accurate and great. I approve.
Hooray.
I don't have to make a motion?
No. Item number 5, discuss and consider the Our Town grant projects. Says sponsor Frank.
I just made a phone call.
Yes, there you
And then
go.
I'll put why
Can you
somewhere.
put the?
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to put that PDF up? Okay.
No, I think we can stay here. So, yeah, while Shirley's popping the PDF up, that is the latest site plan for the Kingsbury Town Hall Green. So we'll go through the slides, and actually Edie volunteered to come and talk to us about it. She is one of our NEA
Gardening expert.
gardening experts. She's the one who's kind of in charge of figuring out what goes where, and she's also built some perennial food for us, so we were just so honored to have her along and have her knowledge. But she's going to kind of talk about what we've been doing since November, which is a lot.
With pictures.
With pictures.
Not just talk.
Oh, did it go
Oh,
to sleep?
man, it fell asleep.
Okay.
Oh,
It's one of those awkward moments where y'all talk.
talk amongst yourselves.
Should I start without the P?
Sure.
Okay. So I think everybody knows about the National Endowment for the Arts, Our Town grant that was applied for, and Kingsbury got both habitable spaces and the Kingsbury Town Hall project. Allison collected a group of experts, artists and gardeners, landscape architects to work on the project together. We started meeting in November of last year. She called together general meetings, and then we created subcommittees to work on different aspects of the plan. The grant,
Lots of meetings.
lots of meetings. The grant is initially for putting together a plan, and then the phase 2 would be execution of the plan. So this year was putting together the plan. That's just a map of Kingsbury.
The PDF of the site plan. I
Did
don't know
you?
if Shirley
Oh,
can
yeah,
see
you
it
did it.
from here, but
So this is, I think, Jessica's aerial photo of the site without any improvements. So this is people from the project walking the site. There's Frank and Jessica and Dennis and my
Oh, wait a
husband.
minute. It's the light.
Dennis's beard is over Allison's shoulder.
yeah, it's floating.
So there were quite a number of meetings out at the site to look at the site, to get information from Dennis. Is this automatically?
No,
You're doing-
I'm
okay.
like kind of
Okay.
trying to,
I'll keep it moving.
because I don't know what's next. So
It's
I was
literally
like,
shaking from the
To get
train.
information about the site, aspects of the site, the elevations, drainage, shade, all that kind of thing, soil quality,
Uprighter.
water sources, existing
Jessica.
things like
Is it coming?
well, septic, that kind of stuff.
Can you tell?
So this is the initial plan, which was drawn up. We're very lucky to have an actual landscape architect
We
among
have
us.
two, actually. Gil and
Gil Enrich. You can't see it very well on here. This didn't come up very well, but we have it
But you have a PDF in your files now.
with all the details. Yeah, it's not, can't see it very well on there.
yeah, it's kind of,
This
kind
is
of
the
shaded.
key page here with the design, the proposed design. And, this is all flexible, but we needed to start with a design idea that takes into consideration things that were requested by those who gave input. So that would be all of the experts that are on the team. That's people from the City Council of Kingsbury gave a lot of input, and also residents of Kingsbury came and visited various meetings that we had and also some activities we had at the site and gave input. Do I want to say more before you switch from there?
I would point out, it's kind of hard to read, but as you can see, there's zones, and this is as always considered a 3-phase plan. The first phase being developing the landscape around City Hall, and then the second phase kind of moving back towards the back. And there's an educational area back there, and we have.
Oops.
In order to, really have people take care of this garden for the city, so the city doesn't have to deal with it, but they can enjoy it. We've enlisted the master gardeners who have decided to take it on as a project. They would be the people gardening this space. And also Jen Baker, who's interested in teaching classes there. So in the back, you can see by the back driveway, there's an educational area. We were thinking about, again, this is just the proposal. Transforming that shed into an educational space for, Jen, or maybe the Curiosity Grove Academy, or,
Which shed are you talking about?
It's at the back near, yes, right there.
I hate to say it, but the camera, I tried to move it and then it stopped.
It is not
Well-
cooperating today.
I'm gonna restart the stream, but I guess just
Let it die a natural death.
continue.
Okay, yeah, well, I think we'll just continue. I mean, because, are you recording?
I have this audio tape going separately from what's
Okay.
going on the computer, and I'll just get this going again as
Okay.
quickly as I can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you wanna look at this? Because this, I don't know how clear your image is.
But it's also very hard for this
Yeah.
camera to see that screen.
Yeah,
It
well,
just-
they can focus
so,
on, so, yeah, and so there's other elements which we're happy to talk about. That circular garden space is more of an annual and perennial area that could be quite a quiet meditation space. You might want to actually, well, I should probably give the floor back to you with the, anyway, there's more slides that kind of go into detail, but,
There's something on there.
yeah, these are some of the suggestions that we have. There's a lot of arbors that create shade and places to sit and places to educate. The plan would also involve a lot of signage talking about natives and Texas natives.
And I don't know if you guys heard it because there was some problem with technology, but the idea is that the site, the grounds would be developed in phases because it's a huge undertaking. And nothing would start, until next year, most likely. If you're going to be putting in plantings, you have to have a way to water them, and we haven't, that doesn't exist yet. So the early stages would be doing things like working on the soil.
Oh, you might, I think there's a Google culture thing.
Yeah.
So you might wanna
yeah. Why don't
progress.
can we go to the next slide, Shirley? So the next page, we've done a lot of research on plants that are Texas friendly, either natives or adapted, that do well with without a lot of water. And we also have this idea of edible things. We want to, we've been using the term food forests, so it doesn't mean everything there would be edible, but that's one of the things that people are interested in, is having native things that are edible.
Actually, if I could butt in here, one of the considerations, because Frank was reluctant to have people coming and just picking, produce, and it is downtown. Many of these they're all edible, but they're not the easiest edible. There's a lot of them that can feed birds and butterflies, and you can pick them, but it's not what we're going to do. A perennial food forest at our place, which will probably be more user-friendly edible. So that was because the city had requested less interactivity with the garden itself.
Okay. So this is just a proposed list of plans to give people something to review and look at and see what our intent is. But this is all this is all flexible. So then the second,
So, I was there today, and there's this poor little lantana and a coral vine that are at the front. I'm like, I don't want them to die right there in the heat and have big brown dead. So I did put some water on it today. So yeah, anything that's capable of getting through low water situations works for me. And I think a lot of these you said are, yeah.
that's the idea. And we've recently planted a lot of native things on our little property, and it's at this time of year, if you've got new plantings, they need water at least once a week, or
Yeah.
they're not going to make it to get established.
Well, and then with the heat, it's 100 today, it'll be 100 tomorrow.
So that's a
Yeah.
consideration for the grounds at the town hall, that we can't plant things unless we have a plan of volunteers who are going to maintain them, at least for the first year, probably 2 years, so they get established.
Yeah.
Okay, the next slide just talks about this area of Texas and the kind of landscape we have. We're at an intersection of the Blackland Prairie and Post Oak Savanna here. On this map, it's called East Central Texas Plains. But that dictates the kinds of things that do well in this area, the kinds of plantings, trees, etc. The next map, just some pictures of some of the plants that we have been successful with in all of our experience, the people who are contributing to the plan. Some things like yarrow natives, that's Hoja Santa in the lower right, the root beer plant. Agave and pomegranate, and then lower left-hand corner is just mulberry. So some different things that we hope to introduce to the site.
I had my agave bloomed at my front gate, and one of them, a woodpecker, decided to make a nest in. I didn't know they did that, but nice woodpecker hole. And then a bluebird took over, and there were little blue eggs in it. Yeah, so all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, I didn't know that a woodpecker would put a if it blooms in that tall 20, 30-foot bloom stalk.
So you reminded me, we also want to be certain to plant things that will attract all the pollinators, the birds, houses for birds, that kind of thing.
And Martindale's, I think we talked with Jen extensively about growing bottle. There's a whole section of bottle gourds on the map, and that would be to grow those. Is it Martindale, the ones that eat the
Purple Martin.
Purple Martins?
Yeah.
So we could do a Purple Martin house.
So the idea is to make this an educational space with a lot of interesting things for community participation, potentially. So this is a picture of, Dennis educated us about the fact that there's bad drainage on the property, that all the water runs to the south end of the property and kind of sits there. But that's an opportunity to collect water and to improve the soil. So this is something, it's kind of popular right now, is rural culture, where you bury sticks and larger pieces of greenery, and then you gradually get smaller as you build up the soil, and then over time it composts down and gets back to ground level. But those berms that are created are a good way to capture water and keep it on the lot. Yeah. And then you've got really rich soil there to plant. But those are things you can do before you're actually planting plants, so you don't need water on the site to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or have other kinds of compost or mulch.
I think that was phase one. In the phase one would be the hugelkultur and around the city hall.
And what do you call it?
Hugel.
Hugelkultur.
It's a German.
German
Yeah.
method.
Hugel.
Okay.
I don't know why it's called that, actually.
Probably the guy's name who came up with it.
All the gardeners know that now.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. is
Google.
It's great
Culture.
culture. It's amazing in Texas because it preserves valuable water, and also creates pockets within the soil, so roots can grow in there, so you can create really strong trees, and it creates a whole ecosystem in the ground.
We've done
They're kind
that
of
with
great.
raised beds on our property. We have cinder block raised beds, and we put all the sticks and leaves and stuff in the bottom, and then the top, 6 inches of soil. And I'm growing flowers in that, but it sinks down every year. It's like year 3. And so it takes at least maybe five years to really compost down. So you keep adding to it.
Nice.
Anyway, we thought it was a good plan for keeping water on the site and improving the soil. Then we have some slides here with some images of things that we are proposing would be nice to have on the site. This is a bench that creates shade. It's just cattle panel and oil field pipe that has been anchored into the soil, and benches. So you could do things like this that are either facing each other. You could put a picnic table in the middle, or you can have them so one side is open, so you're facing towards something with just one bench. So that's a fairly inexpensive, easy thing that we could put on the site to create shade and also make it more comfortable to be out there. Just an idea. And then the next, we have just a couple pictures of the big community event. I think everybody was there. The fundraiser barbecue, we had several days leading up to that where people were making art. A lot of residents came. Those are 2 of the artists who came from other parts of Texas to help.
Canyon and Corpus Christi that came all the way down. And
From Texas A&M to help with, the idea of this was these will be tiles, baked tiles that will be part of any kind of future art that on the site. Then you've got community, what do you call it?
engagement.
Not just engagement, but also like ownership
Yeah.
in whatever is there, because things that they created are part of it.
Yeah.
So, and that it's going to take a lot of that over the years to have enough tiles to to do some big public art. And that is a lot of the volunteers who were helping with the art projects. I guess you recognize most of the people there, artists and others. And the next slide. This is just a list of the people who
Are involved.
are involved with the grant, and on the left side. And I don't know what Freedom 250 is.
Oh, that's the National Endowment. That's the,
Oh, okay.
that's the whole logo.
Oh, okay.
This year.
Yeah,
So-
this year.
250th year.
What that drawing, which is hard to see on the screen, is, if you look at it in more detail, I think that would be the thing that we'd like the city to look at and give feedback on, because this is the work that we've been doing since November, and the meetings and the site visits and the community engagement have all led up to this idea that we work over a number of years to install these kinds of trees, shrubs, herbs, flowers, rocks, pathways, parking, driveways to the site. So that's the general plan.
I'll have a printed copy of that page with you.
Yes, we can leave this with you.
Yeah.
I just,
You can just
the
take this one.
camera can't adjust to the brightness of that screen.
Oh,
But
do you want to use this, Jessica? Because this is pretty.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
much
this
better.
is better than the printed copy, actually.
just
For the camera,
hold
though?
it for him for a minute. Yeah, that's working. It's just, you need a camera that has some zoom on it, because that square ends up being this tiny little box in the middle of the screen, and so it tries to adjust to the brightness of everything around it instead
Yeah,
of,
well, it's light on my screen,
Yeah.
yeah.
so and it looks completely different up there.
Yeah.
Well,
You
you
guys
guys,
So-
can see it
there's a
here.
copy for your records.
Yeah,
And there's a.
and we
you have
can put the
you all.
PDF,
Yeah.
you know.
I played some with like trying to share screen on a Facebook Live and it wasn't working for
Thank
me
you.
today. Things I could improve on.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we don't, I mean,
I guess just questions.
Yeah, could you give me a brief kind of, I know, a broad idea of the different phases on that?
Well,
I mean-
Allison can help with this, but the first phase would be up near the building, yeah, down near the town hall.
So Town Hall is on the left.
And is it in front of, to the left of those two little green?
Yeah, right there.
Kingsbury
That's the
Road
town hall.
is
Oh,
on
that's
left.
the hall right there,
So,
okay.
yeah, there's,
Yeah.
and actually, there's a proposal to kind of take a deck space off of the back porch and then have a lot of plantings back there and possibly incorporate a wheelchair ramp if needed, if that's what the decision
Oh,
was.
certainly.
But, so that there's a kind of an exit from City Hall into the garden space. So that would be first, and then I think the hugelkultur also would be first, which runs all along the side there with the neighbor.
The south border of the property is where
So
we had talked
Yes, ma'am.
about putting
You
a
got it.
Google culture.
Jessica's got it right.
So that starts out being a berm, but over time that
Very good, Shirley.
comes to ground level.
And it's going to run from where to where roughly?
Well, that's not very specific. That
Okay,
can
okay.
Be, that's debatable. That
All right.
can be, it could
Yeah,
run
I mean,
the
it could go-
entire length.
yeah.
It depends on if there are other things that the council wants to have in that area. That's flexible. But pretty much the entire southern border of that property retains water, right?
Just beyond the house, yes. The rest of it, yes.
Yeah.
It's built
Oh,
up.
that's
Oh, now
much
you can
nicer.
see it better. That looks,
Wow.
There we
you
go.
Yeah, I couldn't, when it was in presentation mode, I couldn't zoom it, but now I'm just,
Thank
you know,
you.
on the
You got it.
thing. Okay.
Is it, okay, so right beside the house, no, and just a little bit further, but then. You don't get
That's
that
all
far
parking.
behind the house, and yes, it
And then there's
drops,
an arbor.
and yes, it is the rest of the way back.
Yes, there's a covered arbor right there that goes into a, education yard. It could also be the sculpture we were talking about, the interactive water thing. That's something you guys are gonna have to decide.
Can I take that paper copy for now?
Yeah.
Here, there you go.
Um,
Yes, ma'am.
And then things like the orchard, these are just really shade creators and they have, there's a lot of, we would put perennials there and edible things, picnic grove. The edible garden, those are kind of low, rambling, raised garden beds that kind of create a little bit of a maze. Wherever you see those squares, Shirley, if you put your purple cursor where the edible garden is, see that square with the two?
Bottom right.
There's a bunch of,
There you go.
Oh, by the
Right
E.
there.
by
yeah,
the-
there,
yeah.
right there. So those are those bench things that Edie was showing. So everywhere you see one of those, that would be a bench cross through. So you could go between a big hedge, so that you could have these big blooming hedges of roses or all kinds of things, and then you can kind of cross through into another area.
Ooh.
See, it
So
goes
this
into presentation
Plan,
mode at that
to
point.
answer your question, Frank,
Yes,
other
ma'am.
than conditioning the soil, which can be done with mulching,
Mhm.
also mushroom compost is a good way to condition the soil, and free.
It is free?
Phase one, yeah.
You want some?
I do not want the chicken leg truck.
No.
I went by me today, oh my God, it's just like,
Yes.
We're going more bovine cattle.
there's
Not chicken.
From the advantage of where, I'm sorry.
property owner that's fertilizing with the byproduct from the chicken processing plant, and which is great. However, the truck goes by several times a day, and
Transport as well, or?
Volunteer.
it's
Okay.
You don't want to be outside.
I don't want to be outside when that thing goes by. Yeah, and I have been by where they are putting it in, and it's hold your breath as long as you can, and you're not going to be able to hold it long enough.
I don't
as you drive by.
Use manure in this.
No.
It's gonna be mushroom
But
compost.
It's not manure,
mulch.
it's
Body
chicken
parts.
byproducts.
Oh, yeah, well, neither of that too, either.
Yeah.
We're not eating that either.
Yeah.
That's what, I mean, it's chicken.
Scales, toenails, beaks, and feathers.
Yes, and
Well, feathers are pretty expensive. They sell them.
chickenlets.
No, feathered. It's
So, yeah.
liquid, so you're not talking the same as, what's going by here is liquid.
I was seeing.
What comes out of your septic tank into the leach field is liquid.
It looks like you have in Andy now on Prairie Lee.
Yes.
Were y'all adding a gate over there?
No, there's actually 2 gates there. Are there not, Dennis? There's 2 gates. I think there's an in and out on Prairie Lee. The one, the out is where that H gate is, and then
Yes.
the in, there's another gate. Is there
The
not? Yeah, there's
pavement,
another-
you have the pavement, the
Paved.
non-paved and the paved,
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah,
didn't
they're
realize
both already
that.
there. We would just,
and not showing not showing the big trees that are currently there, the big oak.
But you said there's more or less a trail drive indication from the side of the building where we park. It goes around the house
Yes,
and back
behind
out
the
to Prairie
houses.
Lee. So it ties into that
Okay,
U-shaped
behind-
drive?
between the house and the oak is where the gate is and where the trail runs from the other side of the house.
Yeah,
From Kingsbury Road, 90,
around the house.
yes.
And then out
The mesquite and the oak, and it runs it, or,
Back out to Prairie Lee Road.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that's where the gate is, the H gate.
So,
Then the other is
Then that
the
comes to H
asphalt
gate.
driveway.
but they're showing a loop drive from the H gate to the asphalt.
Yes,
Is that correct?
that's what I believe
Okay.
was explained.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and then there's more parking at the back for events, should there be events.
Okay. If someone wanted to pull in from the driveway, would there be any, or will all access to the backyard be through those 2 gates on the other side?
It would be through Prairie Lee, yeah.
The two on Prairie Lee, because
Yeah,
you've
because
got the garden in between.
The thought is that the arbor would be a walking path and then with the hoople culture.
Education yard would be in between.
But then again, this is our advice and suggestion. So this is yours to mark up and to bring back to us. Also, before we proceed with anything, we would want an ordinance from the city, I think, to make it all legal and that we're all in agreement about
See, right there.
doing
look,
stuff
as you
together.
look, you can see where it doesn't come all the way through. As far as the drive from the, it really drops back down in the picture.
Down to where?
Okay, right. Okay, right there. The drive, see, you're going just down Prairie Lee Road instead of coming right along the green, straight down the picture to the side of the house. Oops,
So you're
yeah.
saying-
You got it.
You're saying
It's
you
hard
can
to
come in
follow
the
that.
H and then go out to Kingsbury Road?
Currently, that is what is taking place. But it's what you have in between. There you go,
Ah,
Shirley, you just did it.
You guys, Larry, the
Well,
carpenter,
Well,
he
that's
comes
all
in
septic,
where we
that's
park
doable.
I do
Around
it
the house.
almost every day.
and go to the back of the house.
Yeah.
And then
Like I said,
evidently people are doing that. He's also going out.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a
Prairie Lee
trailer,
Road, yeah.
he pulls up,
Yeah.
he's got a
It's easier to
trailer.
just
Yeah,
go out there.
no, I'm not
Pulls up
complaining
that
about
way.
it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that that's where
That's what
the
we're-
road is
yeah.
organically being placed.
Yeah.
That's where people are driving because that's
If
convenient.
if there's
and
So
makes
you don't have
sense
to like back up into,
I know. Oh, yeah, I
into
know.
traffic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, very good idea to not back up.
Especially on that busy road.
Especially on Kingsbury
I know,
Road.
I really almost screwed the pooch the other day with, yeah.
In your car?
Yeah, it was just a, blind spot. I have big, side
Yeah.
view mirrors.
Mhm.
And, yeah, it was in my side view mirror. And,
So you're saying there needs to be a way to drive through?
We don't know.
No, not,
We don't
not
know.
from one end of the property to the other, but just past Town Hall to be able to go out to where you have the one-way entrance
Yeah.
is what's being used now. And if you can continue that
Yeah. Well, that's totally doable.
Because
These are just to present something to think
Right.
about.
the issue of traffic on Kingsbury Road, Shirley's had, yeah, we don't even want it, it's got to be a high volume road.
And if there are uses for the grounds that we haven't taken into consideration here that you would like to be incorporated, that's, we need that kind of feedback.
Thank you, Edie.
Oh,
I mean,
also,
because when we're,
just want to say one thing. I noticed the flowering beds. I don't think Rachel was at that meeting, but we discussed a long time with Jen Baker. Her suggestion for the front would be actually a
so
xeriscape
In front of
garden
Town Hall.
with
Yes.
cactus and rocks and kind of a no fuss, no muss. Put it in and so.
And when Frank was asking about what's phase one, I think we were thinking anything near the town hall would be phase one. And then we would move, because it's such a big property, and we're
water
volunteers,
source.
we'd be moving, or what's a priority of the council, of the city council.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and say what I've been thinking about lately, which is, there's been a lot of, and I'm interested, I never realized there were two entrances from Prairie Lee, so that's kind of got my brain like, oh, what does it mean? But I got to thinking maybe if we, because, especially considering that these different phases, we're talking about like years in the future to
Yes.
fill out the whole yard, maybe if we started with phase one, and, you come out the porch, you've got some decks and gardens and then sculpture, and then
Okay, there you
maybe
go.
like, 20 more feet
right,
behind the,
Just a little bit-
sculpture. Maybe
Right.
then there's sort of
Right,
like a
there you
head,
go.
please stop talking.
he's talking, he's
there's-
telling me what to
I
do
know,
up here.
but I'm trying to
I'm listening.
keep my thoughts going, and it's hard. So you've got the sculpture, then you've got maybe like 20 more feet, or I'm not that great with feet, but a little more garden behind that, and then maybe sort of some taller plants and stuff that kind of almost like a hedge, but it doesn't have to be that dramatic of a thing. But then right behind that you have parking. So like back about halfway through the yard, then there's room for parking back there, so you can have a pathway that takes you just straight in, so that it's like the walk from the parking is really experiencing the garden, up the deck, up into the porch. Now you're here. It's not that long of a walk. I feel like all the way at the back of the yard, that's a pretty long walk, but this would be, it's also because there's still money to be raised for all of these gardens to actually be built. Our town was really just paying for the design plans. So, and since it was going to be phase one first anyway, it's like you get this beautification of the area around City Hall, but you also get good, comfortable parking where people could get to it from the driveway, or you could make the full circle of driving, but you still get some beautiful gardens. We can garden in the side yard of the hall. I think we get David, the fire chief, to come over and figure out what the capacity of the building is, so we really know how many parking spots we're planning for. And then, usually people are just going to park in the driveway like they have been all along, but maybe we don't have to, make the whole front yard of the city hall into parking.
We don't have to. nothing has to, we could, they have a long-term, y'all have a long-term plan. It's good, and that's what we don't have.
Amen.
I don't want to see emotion and energy and money put into something that 2 years from now, this commission, or maybe a totally different commission, says, you know what we need right there? We need this, and just scrape it off.
That's why we would not do any work without an ordinance.
But, no, it doesn't, an ordinance will be changed by the next commission. They say, we need this, this is, I don't want that to happen. But we can't tell you what we're going to do in the backyard for the next 5 years. We have no idea. We're not sure where we're going to park our cars as of right now.
Well, that's
Tonight,
what we're
we've got like,
Some good
I
ideas.
think I think there's like 7 vehicles out there. Where,
yeah.
if we were having this here, where would we'd be parking up in the grass and,
Yes, we would.
even given that all this was already there, where would we put 7 cars
We
on a
already-
light?
We already experienced with the fundraiser how many cars could and did park, and it was more than 7.
Where do they park?
Kind of all back in here.
All along the, yeah,
The-
all along,
Just head
all up
in
in
or
here
head
and
in
Well,
or
no, they're doing parallel.
parallel.
Which,
all
Then-
along
So
the,
you put like 8 cars there, right?
right, plus out front, and there was also, most of them.
4 or 5.
Didn't they?
It was kind of
If I recall.
Yeah.
like 3 lanes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
People
there
were
was,
kinda like,
there was a lot of parking along the fence.
Yeah.
Here, that, at that point.
Let's say,
And then-
yeah, if we go back to a standard commission meeting, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, 6 if Dennis is coming. If he's not,
I walk.
he usually
But-
walks
But
too.
but I mean,
Well, then there
we
was
don't need a lot. Normally, we don't.
There was
But you
a
have to
person here
prepare.
from Grantworks earlier too.
Yeah,
So if, you
Yeah, you gotta
have,
have a
Yeah.
couple guests.
you have to have.
Yeah,
You have to
definitely.
prepare for. Well, the most we've had here is what, maybe 30 people.
yeah,
But, another thing to realize, I was thinking about this the other night, is we're never gonna have like the kind of town hall like we had at your, honky tonk for like the commissioners.
Yeah.
Because
No.
that could
No.
house that many people, but there's
Yeah.
never any kind of room
We
like
couldn't-
that.
don't
in
even
a town
try to do
hall.
that.
no. I don't think
So I
there
mean,
is
we're
in
at least
any
not
town
trying
hall.
to have anything that big.
No.
Is what so at least it's not.
Even,
No, if we had some kind of event along those lines, we would have
We'd
to
have it either,
secure
we'd either have
other,
to get permission from the
facilities.
fire department or do it over
Right.
at your place.
Yeah.
Like that's the only
yeah.
2
What
places.
what I would like to suggest is, thank you very much, informative, very good. But let's hold this together in our next workshop. I'd like to discuss a long-term plan for the facility and what we really want to do. I mean, have a plan for the whole thing, not just, well, we need a ramp. Well, yeah, we need to do it, where are we going to put it? Well, let's put it here, let's put it there. Oh, wait, we need parking too. And we need this.
And we
and
need
this.
ADA parking.
And it's like, yeah, and we're piecemealing it together, and we're putting stuff down on paper. It's not hard to change, but it's aggravating to put it on paper and go, okay, that's done, and then come back a month later and go, erase that because we can't do that here because we have to do this
Yeah.
here. So,
Well, parking is not the fun stuff. We've been certainly
I know.
working on the fun stuff, but
But
yeah,
there-
and parking is not the fun stuff. But yeah, it's,
and you want
It's-
a front yard,
yeah.
and you'd rather not have the ramp right in the front.
Well,
I'm already thinking we'll move.
hey, we're
The
not
parking is going to be in the
6.
back, and the entrance to the building for meetings is going to be through the back. Business, day to day, come in the front door, because that's where the clerk's office
Yeah.
is going to be anyway. Other than that, and then there's parking there right now for that.
I mean, there's
But-
going to be time because, this is kind of coming to the end of this grant and, this is the information that's, there for us to peruse and decide what to do with. And there'll be time, to raise more money and figure out what the next phase is. And, you know what I mean?
I think what Frank is saying is important because for you all to look at this and think about the uses that you do more planning in your workshop for what the council's going to need.
And the
And
community.
then get back to the Our Town grant group with a clear mandate so that we don't put work into something that
Right.
you end up not being able to execute.
I still, you said at the work, our number one purpose for this is to get an office building,
Yeah.
and that is the number one purpose. this is extra, and nothing wrong with it. It's a nice extra.
Very much.
The extras is what makes life interesting and fun, so, but the building and the office, and then we can, what we have to have, we have to have some things.
Yeah.
And after that, but we get those out of the way and know where they're going, and we can start looking at where we can put the fun things,
Yeah.
the nice things. Because I'm looking at what your original vision of what was going back there is nothing like this. That was a year ago.
6 months ago we started
No,
this.
it was a year ago.
But
It was a year ago. Yeah, I think it was. Maybe not. Maybe it was 8 months,
I
9
didn't get
months.
the
I don't
grant.
know
We
that
didn't
it
get
was
the grant
nothing
approved.
No, the planning was already started before the grant was even in existence.
We didn't have any drawing.
No drawings. It was all verbal, but it was a start. There was a pavilion. There was a water feature, and there was rainwater collection, and but it has changed dramatically, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good.
Nice to have a long-term plan, but you.
But I want to know,
integrate with
yeah.
the-
I want our building set, and then what do we have left that we know we're up close to the building. I'm pretty sure is going to stay there for years, decades.
Yeah.
The rest of it, don't know, but.
I mean, this is the fun stuff, but we have to,
The necessities have to come first.
yeah.
and a very
I
good
mean-
I definitely do
presentation.
see like this front cactus, see this, like these little cactus thing, get rid of the crepe myrtles
Yeah, I
and
don't
some sort of little cactus thing. Not that takes up too much space, but something that looks good with the, seeing the hall from the street, but still looks like a little bit of green. I think would be kind of in the
Maybe something
sooner than
closer
late.
up to the
Yeah,
house.
like maybe in the next year or two.
Yeah.
Would probably be pretty cool
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
I have a question, is the sculpture gonna go where the education yard is, or is this circle of green, is that the
No,
vegetable garden?
the sculpture was gonna go where the education yard is, but it
Okay.
seems pretty clear that Frank,
Oh, okay,
the
well,
city commission's not so into that part, so we kind of took it out of the
No,
design.
well, but that's, I thought, I didn't hear that from Frank. I thought that's pretty close to the building, and that's where we've been talking about doing. That's why I was just asking that education yard, that looks like where
I thought this was,
we were talking about, or where you
That's
put
it, too.
together the stars.
And like I said, it
Education.
can
Is
still
this-
be a sculpture, but that would need to be written in some kind of agreement.
is this the sculpture right here?
No.
No, it was where the
Education
education
yard.
yard is, so it can still go there,
Oh,
but.
But
oh,
when-
right here,
You know,
kind of
you
where
guys are
this
gonna have to
kind
write
of
all over this
circle.
and make some decisions.
When you suggested parking in the back,
Uh-huh.
Allison totally objected to parking between the building and the fountain. Absolutely none.
Right.
No obstruction. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want a road between the building and the fountain.
So the
There's gonna be kids
education yard is
enjoying
pretty
it,
much
running
straight
around,
out.
it's dangerous. You don't
it's
want
not a road, it's a
lot
parking
there.
lot. It'd be a parking lot.
So parking lots are very dangerous for kids.
Well, that would be something that you guys, if you're gonna have a workshop, would have to
Yeah.
work out. Because it would be so much work to put that sculpture together.
Yeah.
Whether it's a fountain or not, that would have to be a permanent installation. So you have to plan around that.
Can't read the word out there too, do I?
But it doesn't have to go right there. It can
Terrace,
go
okay.
somewhere else. That was the initial plan.
Yeah, I like that, but.
What about the front yard? Smaller, it'd have to be scaled
Not
back.
if it's gonna have people running around it, I think it's a little, not enough space.
No,
Initially, it was
the front
supposed to
yard.
be, it was supposed to be like a splash pad kind of thing
Uh-huh.
for kids run in and out. I don't think that would work in the front. A sculpture could work there,
And when you're
But
saying
not a-
front
but not a
Kingsbury,
splash pad.
Huh?
Kingsbury Road or Prairie Lee Road? You have the big
Kingsbury.
space on
Kingsbury,
Prairie Lee Road.
Kingsbury Road.
And,
We have 24 feet
right.
roughly from the porch to the property line.
I mean, that's not enough for what we wanna do. You could certainly put a smaller fountain there, but
Yeah.
not some big thing that kids are gonna be running around, and I would not do it.
Well,
And plus, you don't want a bunch of kids running around in front of the city. I mean, do you really want a bunch of families relaxing and like
all right.
running around in the water
This-
in front of town hall? It kind of makes, I mean, you've said an office building.
This is my objection to calling it a park. I don't want it to be a park. I don't mind if it's a nice place to visit. I don't like the term park because, like I said, if we call it park long enough, people will remember that that is their park. And it's not dedicated as a park. It's the only piece of real estate the city owns. The only piece. If we need to do anything, if we need to put, 4 truckloads of road base because it got donated, that's probably maybe where you have to put it. I don't know. I don't see. I don't.
A bunch of road base.
No, I don't know. See, we don't know what the purpose is going to be. But that is the only piece of real estate the city owns. That's it.
Yeah.
We can't do it. And
I mean, what about this half of the backyard thing, though?
It'll be interesting if
with the parking back there, very good, easy, convenient parking.
I mean, the other thing is you guys don't have to make a decision right now.
No, we're not.
Presenting
I mean,
you
this
with
is phase-
This is for you to
we're
think
kinda
about.
coming down with
these
this
are
phase
ideas
and-
popping in and out. This
It's
is
time
not.
for the
No,
city to
it's-
look at it
yeah,
and
I think
decide.
let's
I mean,
not
that's,
pursue
we're kind of
like
wrapping up,
discussing it.
Havil's wrapping up
That's
their
what-
part of it.
that's what-
Yeah, and it's kind of like,
I'm
it's
glad
kind of the ball's
we
kind of in
know-
the city's court. You know what I mean?
Understand now what y'all are doing here, and yeah,
Yeah, we
okay.
probably need to,
But the burden is on us right now.
burden is on us, definitely.
Burden's on you guys.
Yep. Yeah, y'all done a lot of work.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Lots of work.
I think that's an outstanding start, though.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. This is,
Very much. Very
Uh,
much.
and we maybe can email this PDF out?
Absolutely, I can do
Okay.
that. I have it.
Okay, good. Okay.
Wow.
All right, so,
I'm sorry, folks.
new town hall okay, item number 6, discuss and consider new town hall renovation update and planning.
One thing, can I say something on this subject? So, you know how our every other Tuesday schedule sometimes gets weird so it's happening again next month, that if we keep going every other week,
Right.
it'll end up on the same week as city commission. So we need to make a decision of, do we have it 2 weeks in a row? Do we skip one? Which one do we want to skip?
I'm going to try, hopefully third time's the charm, out of
luck.
town. Next,
gave up.
yeah, trying to get out of town.
Yeah, trying to see my dad. It's not going to happen. It hasn't happened.
Next week?
Yeah, Sunday through Wednesday next week during
Okay.
one of our things. So
Okay, so
I don't,
we'll
it's
skip-
not necessary, but
Is that the one? Is that when you want it scheduled in? So you.
I don't know. No. There is one scheduled during that
You
time.
wanna-
So
How about just scheduling the week before our commission, so the third Monday, the week before that, we have a town hall workshop, and then the week after
So it'd be
the
the second and fourth,
second and
no,
fourth.
I mean if our
Of every
deal
month.
fell on the Monday on
Yeah.
the first, it
It'd
would
be-
be the Tuesday
Oh, well,
of the
that's
last
true.
month. So it's
Like we're the
But, I
third,
mean,
we're the
it's
third
doable,
Monday,
but-
we're the third Monday of the month. So
right.
the week of the second
Oh,
Monday
that's
of the
right.
month will be a town hall renovation workshop, okay? And then after our meeting,
It's
the
Tuesday
the
before
next-
the third Monday and the Tuesday after the third Monday.
yeah,
Be the
or
Tuesday before and the Tuesday after.
The next week after.
if there's 3
Not like
weeks
next
after
day.
that before, yeah, you can spread it out. You say, oh, this will work better, and just notify us when the meeting date is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's possible.
I don't plan my life around my
Or you
schedule.
could go to
I
It
just
might be hard for me to program that into.
don't
the
program.
calendar,
No, you'll have
but,
to AI think it. Whatever works for you.
Well, could we
Just now,
skip
I
next
see.
week's meeting?
fine with me.
So, and that'll work with Shirley's situation and that.
Yeah, because we need her there for this next meeting.
Yes, she needs freedom.
Yeah.
Well, just right before our opening, it'd be great to not have to.
There you
Skip
go.
one instead
Yeah.
of doubling
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
And that
skip
puts
one.
one
Is,
on September 1st. You'll have a couple nights sleep before then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So you got it figured out?
Yes, good. I'm glad you brought that up. All right, discuss and consider new town hall renovation update and planning. I got in contact with GVEC about the dead tree on Prairie Lee Road, and so it's on this side of the fence.
Oh, okay.
But if it's mostly leaning on to that side, and so the wires are right there in the middle. So, I have a work order to get that tree. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Right at the H gate.
If I went out there and looked at it, I would know.
Okay. Yeah, it's the.
H gate.
I don't know what.
Just past
you're
where the
talking
outhouse
about,
was,
though.
right?
Yes,
Yes, just
Yes.
past where the
that's
outhouse
the
was.
dead tree, yeah, like I said,
Yeah,
H gate, the outhouse,
dead.
yes.
It's dead.
Okay. Well,
There it is.
they're gonna trim
Oh.
it back? then we're
Yes,
gonna
they are
knock it
going
down?
to trim it back, and then we could then,
Cut the rest.
Yeah.
Safely.
I wanted to do
Yeah.
that, never got around to
So
that.
this dead tree.
Saferly.
So it's on this side of the fence, so that dead tree. So they asked if I would mark it, if I could have the facilities department go out and mark it.
1, 2, 3, not it.
So, yeah.
Frank, is that
So-
the
Your
facility?
badge is in the
No,
mail.
I'll do
Check
it.
your
I'll do
mailbox.
it. You do lots of
Okay.
other things.
Yeah.
I can
So-
mark a tree if you want me
To
to.
get it at least
I'll do it.
We'll double your
where
pay.
it's not going to be a problem with the lines. Other things. Oh, I don't know if I can.
And just mark it with a
Yeah, I
construction, pink tie or something, like
put
a little tie around
my
it.
photos
need
got
some,
up there.
I think I've got some yellow
Yes, I'm talking.
crime scene tape,
Yeah.
something in my
Yeah,
truck.
yeah.
Okay, it's not gonna. There's so many on there. It's not gonna.
Mark a few extra, just,
Resize. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that
those
is.
crepe myrtles in the front.
Okay.
Oh,
I kind of did what Frank suggested, and I bought some peel and stick that looks like parquet inlay of wood, and I put that on the leaf for the big table, and it actually has a lever. It's not as fancy as the other table, but y'all know how to work. I don't even know how to work that thing, but it's got a handle under there that you
Ham it over.
yeah, and it, yeah. So now the table, the leaf is in there with a nice little parquet. Instead of trying to match the wood, which would have been impossible, and it would the veneer, as we know, that leaf, the veneer had a peel, come off. So it was. I was going to. Oh,
It's not appealing.
huh? So yeah, there's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. So
Nice.
there's. Did I?
Hey, oh, it looks better now, yeah.
So
Pass it over.
okay. It's
Don't Bogart.
It looks like a
yeah,
designer
yeah.
middle.
So just the leaf was sitting there. I was, the table is kind of small compared as we were all sitting there at the table the other day.
Pretty cool.
I got a trim paint sample. I'm going to talk about that. I did, as we saw, with the blinds are all now done in the green room, the pink room, and the clerk's room. And I have blinds for the other room. The front door now shutting. Nice. It's nice. I went in there today, and then with all the blinds, it's not hot in there.
Good.
Yeah. And I found a little fan, so we can move air around a little bit. As we know, our last field trip into the other room from our last planning meeting, Larry Larry the handyman, has raised the floor, so now the floor is nice and level, and he put the
Filler strip.
filler strips,
Yeah.
I guess, is there. So that is good. He's also there today. He is putting on the trim at the back window. Oh, see, there it is. He's putting on the trim at the back window.
Exterior?
Yes. And I'm sorry, I thought I would be able to kind of show these. I
kind of
can
bear are
if
you?
I know I can if I take enough time, but I don't want to take the time. So now there is a
Framing.
frame around
Oh, nice.
the back window, and so it's got a drip ledge on the top and a drip ledge on the bottom.
Sweet.
That was the big part of all the rottenness around the window.
You have paint
So
for that? You have paint for that?
I do.
I know you do. I know you do.
I do. And so he got that done today.
Looks nice.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Golly.
going to be nice. It's going to be nice. About the big room, I did contact Abby Acuna about, can we go ahead and paint, before you do the floor? And he said, yeah, that's fine. You can do that. And I said, what about doing like we're talking about, kind of doing that? Do you want to do a final coat in the other rooms? I'm saying you, like Allison, because Allison and I were looking at the floor. Do you want to do a final coat in the other rooms? Because we've kind of moved some stuff in there. And he said, yeah, he would.
Like to?
Yeah. I said, not a problem. Just let us know when, and we can move out.
everything
It's nothing that can't be moved, even the piano. But
Yeah.
Especially now with the
yeah. So then I contacted Nan Trina and Pam Short, the painters extraordinaire that have done all the interior painting in the new town hall, have done a fabulous job. And I asked them about painting. We talked about and I'm looking at Allison again, I think we were talking about just a light color. I think when we were looking in there, on something light.
The big room?
Yeah, in the big
the
room.
conference, yeah.
And we'll have to do something about the walls and the ceiling where the two rooms apparently connected. I think
Yeah.
there used to be a wall there.
Yeah,
is
there
what it was.
Yeah.
And we'll have to do something there. And so they were like, "What have you selected a color?" I'm like, "I think it's kind of painter's choice. We just want a nice light color."
Tell them what the purpose of the room is.
What?
The purpose of the room is the commission meeting room.
Commission meeting room. We're putting
Yeah.
on some nice light
Yeah.
color. So they are.
take this color since we're used to it.
I don't know. I like this. This is not official. This looks
Neutral gray, neutral
too
gray.
neutral, too laid back. It's like no tension in it.
Yeah.
No alertness.
White, blue.
And then just tons of little things inside. Fix the big table with hanger bolts.
Yeah.
Learned how to install hanger bolts. Worked on that. I'm also doing the windows at Gino's since I'm doing windows a lot. So now I'm doing the windows at Gino's shop.
New business there.
Well,
She doesn't have cards
they had to get
Everybody knows you can do windows now.
With windows at Gino's, there's like holes in the wall.
it's all boarded up.
Yeah, I mean,
And so that's how I got this, if you see this.
Oh,
I
okay.
wondered what.
Yeah, my little kind of quarter
Didn't want
black-
to say anything.
I was-
Surely.
Had my
Nice
crowbar,
blouse, but look.
my favorite crowbar, trying to
I
get
thought
these.
you just
Your favorite crowbar
missed
turned
your
on you.
eyeshadow
Yeah,
today.
yeah, it did. So, what I found is I've done one window, working on the door, and then there's 3 more windows. But what I found is the other 3 windows, most of the boards go across at least 2 to 3 of those windows. They all have to be done at once. Because once you take the boards off, you're
Yeah.
going to just have a big gaping hole.
Yeah.
There's no glass in anything. So, and so like I said, yeah, just a ton of little things there at the town hall doing that. What are you laughing at, Mike?
I'm not laughing.
Black eye?
No. I'm admiring you and your window surgery and your skills at doing all this stuff. Your restoration.
Well, we're doing plexiglass instead of glass
Okay.
because I think there's a reason that there's no glass. Sissy and Gino bought that in '92, and there was no glass at that time.
Glass breaks real easy.
I know, and you just takes one idiot with a rock,
Yeah.
you know, or a truck going by, and you know, I think that's why they're all broken out in the first place. So we're using plexiglass, and I've learned plexiglass will splinter into your finger just like glass,
Yes.
and cutting it is nerve-wracking. So,
Put the song backwards.
no, it's
Some
just
way.
you have to go extremely slow. It makes hairline cracks.
If you put tape and you
Yeah,
put
but
the
if
song backwards.
If it chips.
Really?
I've heard.
I use a metal saw.
Yeah.
Put
Oh.
it on backwards, that's how you.
Put on backwards.
She's using a
What do you mean?
Literally put the song backwards.
no. She's using
So
a
you're
like a
using-
hacksaw blade.
I'm using a jigsaw.
You should cut it with the jigsaw, you should cut it with the circular saw.
Right.
Yeah, table
Back-
saw.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But you know,
And
well,
then you put the blade on backwards.
they make them with the teeth reversed. So you
That's the
plug
same
it
thing,
in,
put the blade on
and
backwards.
The teeth are like up, so it's ripping
They
it
make
up.
a
They make it where
plexiglass
the
cutting.
teeth go down.
$50 or you
Oh,
can-
they-
Now you pay for
plexiglass,
just turn the blade around.
Well, I'm getting
Okay,
there.
yes,
I'm
ma'am.
getting there. Wow, all this good information. I love this.
And you put a piece of blue tape where you're
Yeah,
gonna cut.
masking tape. Yeah, I almost did that because I saw one video that had that. All right. So, yes. And so we've got the schedule worked out for planning meetings.
Yeah,
Sort of.
look
We're
at
just
that.
skipping the next one and then we'll,
Yeah.
okay. And then we'll move the other two.
So September 1st will be our next
September
one.
1st. Okay.
Second.
Discuss and consider. We did not have the newspaper notice posted in time to go ahead and do our ordinance, to do our budget review.
My bad.
So we do have another shot. We don't have to have it approved until September 30th. So we have our September meeting to do that. And so
So when
I
does the
do,
newspaper article have to go in?
you know, it has to do that whole thing
It has to
of
be between 30
Yeah.
and 10 days
Before the meeting?
before.
Yeah.
And is it calendar days or business?
Calendar days.
Calendar.
Calendar
Yeah,
days.
calendar days. So, and then the
Business
paper
days will put
only
it-
comes out twice a week. So that's
Yeah,
the
so
other
it has
thing
to
you
be
have
a
to factor
Wednesday or
in.
a
Sunday,
Sunday.
yeah.
So 3 to 10 days before September 21st? 1, 2, 3.
30 to
And it has
10.
to be on a Wednesday or a Sunday.
Oh, 30 to 10
Yeah.
days before?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
30 to 10.
okay.
No less than 10 and no more
Yeah.
than 30.
I would have gone ahead and scheduled the one for the September meeting, but I didn't
20?
want to send it so far ahead of when they needed to post it that it could somehow get lost in the paperwork. I wanted to give it to them a little closer to when they need to publish it, and it's been too soon to publish it, but it's almost time that we can publish it.
The 24th of this month, next week, next Monday. Anytime next week would work, right?
Yeah, if Monday's good, then Wednesday's good.
Yeah. The 24th is like 28 days before our next meeting.
Yeah. I'll get it. I have it right at the top of my page. Public hearing with a big box around it. That's,
Yeah.
I will get this done, I promise.
So I posted the proposed city budget with, and you're required to have a cover letter on that. So this is our proposed city budget where we're raising the same amount of taxes as last year, which is 0. And then our proposed budget here. The only two changes that we really made were our interest. We put that down to 3,000, I think it was 5,000. And then our internet Usage, we had 600, we just moved it down to 500. We're pretty close on everything else. So those were really the only two changes that we made on our proposed budget. And then it gives us a balance of 0.
I have a question about general election. You have 750 budgeted.
Do I have,
Somewhere I
let's
saw
see.
general election.
Let's see.
Right there, up a little bit, 2 lines, 3 lines, 1 line.
General election,
Oh,
I have 0.
Okay.
With the joint election,
If it's a joint election, we don't have any expense at all?
we don't have any.
We can have an item on the ballot
Yeah,
at no cost?
Yeah.
Okay,
with the joint election.
all right.
How much do we have for audit on the sketch, on the,
That's a good question because we have
I think that's-
500.
because, okay,
We got it
did
for
we
a
pay her
deal.
500 for the
Yes.
first one she did?
For the 23-24.
It should have been 600 that we paid her, but it was 500.
I believe it was 500.
That was 500.
Yes.
So I reached out to Bonnie and asked her if she would be interested or willing to do our next 2 audits since, next month, this fiscal year will end. So the only audit we've done was 23-24. So we could just have her do 24-25 and 25-26, in the next few months or something, and then not have to think about audits for a while, and then you can have the same person do the audit 3 times in a row, and then we got to get someone else. So if she does these next 2,
Please.
then we'll have to find somebody else next time.
Why, it's not 3 in a row? Well, I guess the audits, but not the year, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's, yeah.
It's your last 3 audits, right? Not
I don't know.
not the last 3 years of your
Well,
audits.
okay. All right, okay, just
I think if
checking.
we have her do 3 audits in a row, then we gotta find another person for our next
Staples do
one.
an audit?
Who?
Staples,
I don't know.
New Berlin,
Are they doing audits?
do they audits annually?
Beats me.
I thought we heard that they had.
I'll ask them.
Yeah, at one time I know that they hadn't.
I remember state.
Because it was it's so expensive. But luckily, we have a very
Yes, I
educated
remember that. They were
person
like, it's so
on here.
expensive, but they bring us to task and
We'll say, okay, you
would
pay
say,
for
what
it.
do you want us to do? Yeah.
We'll do it. You pay for it.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, if we pay her $500 in audit, then we'll need to pay her $1,000 if we're gonna do
that's...
Yeah, we need to put that in.
this too.
Yeah, that's...
So maybe
Maybe
you
change
might
the
want to
date.
bump that up to
Increase
1,000.
the budget item.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, it's just, the budget's for a year, and even if we don't know we're gonna do it, we planned on a 500.
We have the 500
So-
for this year's audit, and then this is 500 for
Yeah.
next year's audit. So,
Well, you budgeted last year, correct,
Mhm.
500. So
Yes.
that covers 24 to 25, and you're already covered on the budget. And then you budget another 500, that's 25 to 26.
yeah.
And so
Yeah, we
you-
did, we
you
spent
don't-
no
you don't
money
have to
on,
change
we
that.
we budgeted 500 this year,
Yeah, we've
so,
already done
And
that.
has not spent it.
and have not
not
spent
yet.
it. So we can roll that into next year,
Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely roll
We
that
didn't
into
pay
next year.
that $500 in this last fiscal year?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Let me see.
Time flies.
We paid her August 20th, 2025.
Just under the wire.
Yes,
Okay, great.
yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, we can definitely take that, and since
sorry.
that was 0 this year, we can take that and roll that into next year's audit.
Okay.
Jessica,
All right.
you said you did talk to her, and so she does want to do it again or not?
Yes, She
Okay,
said she
I'm
was
sorry, I didn't
interested.
get the clear answer on that while ago.
Yeah, I mean, she is in and out of town a lot now, so, but I said that I wasn't aware of anything too pressing about it, and everybody was happy with what she did last time. So, she said she would do it again like she did it last time.
Yeah, it got us past anything that might come up and say, that requires an audit for us.
We have, but it's a written audit on the file, right? Or in the files?
Yes.
Okay.
And we
It's
did have to
posted
bring
on
that
the
up. Oh,
website
Is
yeah.
it?
as well.
Okay.
There was a Freedom of Information or something that required our audit. Or a report that we had to, with the DOJ or something like that, that we had to give them our audit report. So, yeah, it is good to go ahead and get it done and we can have it.
Right,
Sorry,
I
one more
remember
question.
that.
on
Yes. I don't remember exactly
Yeah.
what we had to use it for, but it was a required document that we had to. All right.
I do
So
remember that.
500. I'm gonna move this.
She indicated she'd go for the same fee. Or would we anticipate an increase?
We didn't discuss it, I
Okay,
was
I'm just-
assuming it was the same.
Yeah.
If we're
All right.
budgeted-
Item number 8, discuss and consider road maintenance. I got us the account with Asphalt Paving Enterprises off Barbarossa Road. And I let our street person, Kevin Rieger, know that we need to discuss what we need to do with Brown Road. That is where most of the potholes is on Brown Road. And I emailed with Mark Green, said, I feel bad that we've never paid you. We can use paving or whatever to secure these places around that head wall, that are eroding so much.
Yeah.
So I need to get that paid. So, so I think as far as road maintenance, we're good there. I did talk to Kevin, and he talked with Robert about the chainsawing that needs to be done on the branches on Brown Road. They are in that side of the easement. They are our responsibility. They are hanging in. I did not ever get anything back from the gentleman that was going to take the tree down. The tree still stands on Brown Road, the dead tree. So we are going to need to acquire another tree person for that tree. That tree's got to go down. It's dropping huge branches in their yard and dangerous. And it's our responsibility. It's very large and very, very dead. So I'll see. I know another tree guy, so I'll see what that is. People scared me because they said City of Seguin paid $17,000 for one tree to come down. So
Dude, we're just gonna have to make some barbecue. I'll bring our chainsaws.
unfortunately,
That's-
unfortunately, there's no electric wires that go through this tree. I looked. I really wanted some electric wires going through that tree, but yeah,
I don't know
GVC
if you want to
kinda
go
trimmed it.
that way, but it's like, if you want to get bids, you want to get offers.
I don't know.
But no, on
Hey,
what's happening in Kingsbury, somebody posts something, I need a tree removed. Probably 5 people call me. I
Don't
message
you think
I
we need
message
somebody
you have to
insured and
see if
bonded?
they are.
Yeah,
Don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
yeah.
What kind of wood is it?
It's I don't
dead
know.
wood.
It's dead
Well,
wood. It's
I
very
mean,
dead.
It's not
I
seasoned.
don't know
It's
what
Fire
kind of
department
tree
might
it
be
was.
interested in if it's oak or something
That's
they could use
true.
for the barbecue, then that might be.
It does
But if it's not,
appear
then they
to
wouldn't
be.
be.
If you wanna
It
run
does appear to be oak.
If you want to run it by them,
I think
just
yeah.
mention it in casual over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a tree needs to come down.
The one on Brown.
Yes.
Yes, you can see it from Prairie Road.
It looks
14,
big and
18
dead.
inch, diameter.
It's a big tree.
Yes.
It's a big,
Yeah, you can just see it driving down Prairie Lee Road. You can see it.
you can see it.
The top.
Of course, this is the
piece
last
that
time it-
broke off yet.
The time of year they're not thinking about that at all, but
I
maybe
know,
a good time to,
I
well, not,
Plan ahead.
I wouldn't want to do it till it
Plan
gets
ahead.
cooler, but you know.
All right.
It'll be cool.
So
A few months.
that's, yeah. So are you going to,
Yeah.
okay, good. Thank you.
Yes.
And we'll
Process.
try and get moving on the rest of all those things. Discuss and consider discussion of proposed P&Z ordinance. I don't know if anybody has had a chance to look further at P&Z. I think one of the grants that she was trying to require a P&Z.
I think so. Well, I don't know. Yeah, this woman from GrantWorks came by before the meeting today, and you know, like 2 years ago, we were talking to GrantWorks about 2 different grants, and this was one of those 2 grants. And it's hard for me to remember now what all of the reasons were for each grant, why we decided to just not go further with that. I think one of them required a planning and zoning ordinance.
I think one of them required an audit.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
maybe that was part of it.
Yeah.
But I also don't know if we just decided that the types of things that they were offering money for were not projects that we were wanting to
Just
get
really
into at that moment,
into.
you know?
Yeah.
I just can't really remember. So I threw out like that I thought the P&Z was an issue for one of the grants to this woman here, and she said she would look into it. I just, I mean, I don't know, you can get money for like road stuff from the one that, but it's tricky because it's like, you apply for something, you don't get the money for like a year or something, so it's like Brown Road, I sure hope we've got that solved in a year, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't
Well,
know.
a lot of times when grants work, they really reimburse you for the thing you did.
Oh, really?
A lot of times that's how even Habitable has to do it. They don't get it to you. They don't get you the money on time.
Because it comes in.
But you don't act until
Even TSA is really bad about
until
it.
you've been told you've been awarded a grant, right?
Yeah,
Or
but
do you
like
just
by
go
the
in-
time you're awarded it, and by the time you get you already have to have the event. Like most times, by the time it's awarded to you, it just takes so long to get the funding that you have to fund it yourself, and you get reimbursed.
Okay, but you don't start funding yourself until you have the grant in hand.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
By the way, I got an email from that LCRA grant today, just saying that we are in fact under consideration, and the consideration, but I mean, it seemed like kind of an automatic, anybody who got their stuff in time gets this email. And they said that
You met the minimal
consideration
requirements
takes
and-
6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
So,
We're on the
6 to 8
list. We're
weeks.
still on the list.
So you're saying there's a chance?
It's,
Yeah, we're
it's like
not
that
booted
scratch off
yet.
ticket I just bought. I said, it is worth millions. When I get home, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. There it is. Look at that. It's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
So, in the P&Z, is there anything that you've seen that you're like, this is crazy? Get rid of this.
There's one thing that I will find out what it is. I don't remember.
Okay.
It was just a little thing.
Oh, it was a little thing?
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
There was something though that was
Okay.
that stood out.
All right.
It's hard for me to read that.
It is hard to read. I've gone over it. I've read the whole thing 3 times, and by the the last third of it, I'm like,
Brain dead.
yeah, I'm speed reading. It's definitely fulfills all the P&Z requirements for a city.
Yeah.
Now, does it, meet everything that we want it to meet? It seems to. I can't think of anything else.
In the first 60 pages or so, I've gone through
Definitely.
67 pages or something, I didn't see anything that stood out as remarkable, bad, or anything, and I haven't seen anything to add. But you did add some stuff in there, but I'm
A
only
little
up
bit.
to 67. I'll finish up my review.
Okay.
So far, I think it looks pretty good, but there's a whole lot of meat at the very end of it that
Yeah.
I gotta get
Yeah.
into. And I'll get that finished up and let you know if
Okay, thank
I
you.
have any other changes, and otherwise we'll do whatever you want.
Okay.
Refresh my memory, please. The planning and zoning only applies to the city limits, correct? Not the ETJ?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Item number 10, adopting fire code. I had a long discussion with our Chief Larison, and because the Dollar General is hounding him about the fire code, fire requirements. And so we talked about adopting exactly what you said, the IFC. We looked at IFC 2021, 2018, 2023, and 2024. And 2024, the IFC, the International Fire Code, the 2024, just all it does is like include some extra things about like lithium batteries and
Solar maybe.
yeah, maybe. Chief and I were discussing all this, and so what he sent them back was, I just said, well, respond that we are considering IFC 2024.
Okay. So I can at least look at that.
Yes. It is, again, at least as long as P&Z.
No, yeah.
It is,
That's why I
I
was
can
like,
only
let's
find
just.
an interactive.
Yeah.
Interactive way to view it.
It's just some light reading before bed. You know.
It's very extensive, extremely extensive. And then one of the things that but it has, I looked at other cities, if they have adopted a fire code. It doesn't look like Staples ever has, or Santa Clara adopted the IFC. I was looking at small, and Santa Clara did adopt the IFC, and I don't know which version, but
The latest one probably will.
yeah.
But that's I did some digging too, and it's like most small cities in Texas don't have a fire code, and it's optional, although it says you're required to enforce this. Well, the state doesn't have a fire code, but the state has a fire code. I don't understand
Yeah.
that. And what it is, and it was like not much to it. The home rule cities, they pretty much generally adopt the international, and adapt it to specific locations or businesses or sections of their city. But if you adopt a fire code, it said, everything I saw said, if you adopt a fire code, you have to also enforce it. So, what's entailed in enforcing it, I don't know.
The chief and I talked about, because it has a lot in there about your fire chief / fire marshal. He was asking, well, do we ask Guadalupe County to be our fire marshal? I am not in favor of that.
Volunteer fire department, they have the district, or are they part of Guadalupe County now?
They're the
Are they still
district.
separate? They're their own district.
Yeah.
So they're our fire district. We're in the
Yes.
fire district. So they could be our fire marshal. They could,
If they
The
are
only thing
willing
that might be an
to
issue
take
with
on
that
that.
is there might not be, though that.
They have to have someone.
Though they are our fire department for serving our region and they're qualified for that, there may not be anyone qualified
to do
to
this
sign
section.
off on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it might require someone taking an X amount of classes or something that may not be who, I don't know. But maybe it would be in their interest to do, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. So.
But I don't think, like I said, I don't think small cities are not required to have a fire code.
Right.
So,
The chief also mentioned in passing that even if we don't have the qualifications in-house for KVFD to be an inspector that goes to look at the general store and say, General Dollar or whatever, and say, this is 8,000 square feet, therefore you have to have, you either do or don't have to have sprinklers, and then it specifies how many, that fire inspector tells them how many fire extinguishers you have to have and where they're situated in a building of that size. And I think David mentioned in passing that even if we don't have that person that's trained, I think he said that Myron is, he's qualified
That makes
to do
sense.
that, and that's one of the things he does for shirts.
Because of shirts, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and so we could, it seems to me, the possibility that I mentioned to David was, well, then we want to give the business to our local KVFD, but if that's not there, then we just go contract with Myron. That's a possibility. And I think it's viable.
I mean, if we
sense.
say we don't have like an official fire code ordinance, but we get these questions, do we say, well, we suggest following the IFC guidelines?
That's
right.
Until further notice, follow that until
Yeah.
we've decided.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you need
So we suggest you follow the IFC guidelines.
I said, tell them we're
Okay.
considering the IFC 2024.
And we'll have the local fire district will, inspect your store.
Okay,
They'll look through it,
okay.
make sure everything's okay. Because that's what they're looking, the International Fire Code is probably where they're starting from.
Yeah,
Do you have amendments, have you made amendments to it? Because we need to adjust our planning to what your amendments are for your city.
Yeah.
No, we just did the International Fire Code.
yeah.
So, okay, we know that, left and right, got it. We're good.
There must be a splash pad outside.
Can't be near a parking
They
lot.
can't be in the front yard.
No.
I even went to ChatGPT, fire code, said, use IFC 2023, I think it said.
Probably the last one.
Well, well, there is a 2024. IFC 2023, and then gear it towards, I'm like, have you seen 2023? It's like, not like eating an elephant, it's like eating a herd of elephants, So, even, So, what do we want to do with this?
Some of that, if you don't know fire science, it's not going to make any sense to you. But
Yeah, probably not. Probably a lot of it.
Just tell them the IFC 2023 guidelines.
Okay. All right.
And then we're good with that. And we're
All right.
good with that. That's it. No
So,
other
do you
commitments,
think
no other.
so are we saying we're not going, at this time, we're not going to adopt a fire code
Well,
as a city?
well, I was going to ask a different question. I was just going back to, can you not consider just adopting? Well, we're sitting here trying to decide whether 2018, 23, or 24. The person that should help us do that is the one that knows how to inspect and how to enforce that fire code. And so we should talk to that person, and if it's not David, and if it's not Myron, then we find somebody else. And I would prefer to keep it in-house or local rather than going with the county also. But that might be ultimately what you do but I think you just go ask David, and then if he defers, I think we should ask Myron,
Okay.
which one do you think we ought to do? 23 or 24? We're thinking about doing it, and can you implement it and then tell us what's involved. We'd be contracting with you as a fire marshal for purposes of inspections and enforcement.
That's if we want to even,
If we wanted to do that, and,
Yeah. if we even want to
Adopt a fire code.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, then, if you don't though, what are you gonna tell Dollar General?
I would say to follow the IFC 2024 guidelines.
Even though we don't.
And then.
Even though we don't
and
require
then we just
it.
leave it up to them?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
at least in this case, it's no, it is not a huge point with them. That's what they were
Yeah.
already doing.
Okay.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were looking for amendments based, the city
Right.
would have put in.
Right, they were looking for
Just-
if we had anything,
Right,
in
they're looking for
addition.
crazy,
in
yeah.
Just make,
addition.
just when you
Or
notify, when you tell
we
them
said
that,
there
it's
has to
gonna,
be a fire extinguisher every two
it
and a
will
half
be
feet
in
or
writing, not verbal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a record that we told them.
So where this came up is because of that, and so they're already, going down that road
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
so.
I'm just trying to think, I think you probably could do that, and you're still, like you said, there's a lot of small cities that don't adopt a fire code and don't enforce it. And so we don't necessarily have to. At this stage, we're a small city, that's the biggest commercial operation we've had around here. And even if we did do a fire code and had a fire marshal and did inspections on a big store like Dollar General, a commercial operation, that's what my point last meeting was about. Even if we do that, that doesn't mean we can't have our own idea of when do we do that. And if it's a small commercial like your store over there, that's not at all like a big Dollar General with the volume of traffic and the number of people in a building. So we don't have to treat every business in Kingsbury equally. I don't think. I think we can use our discretion as to when are we going to.
Well, that's why that pipe wholesaler, that's why they wanted their entire property in the Kingsbury city limits, because the part that was in the county, they were getting requirements about fire hydrants, and it was going to cost them a lot of money, and so that's why they requested to be in the city of Kingsbury. So, yeah, it can be quite invasive, I guess, and can be costly. So,
And it can be a big headache for a small city commission
Yeah.
like us
Yeah.
without a city staff.
so let me talk a little bit more with our fire department persons and see, what that is. But I kind of like the idea of we don't have a fire code on the books. We do recommend you follow the IFC
There you
2024.
go. That sounds nice.
And which one you going to?
2024.
2024,
I mean,
that makes sense.
when I was like Googling what's the difference between the IFC 2018 and 2024, 2023 and 2024, it's mostly 2024 includes things about lithium batteries. So why not?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Dollar General has the people that know exactly what
Yeah.
Yeah.
2024
Yeah.
is.
All right. Discuss and consider emergency planning and resources. I think we've talked about this, but the one thing that we had talked about a little bit more, Jessica and I, about cybersecurity. And
Yeah, I've ordered an external hard drive that I think comes on Wednesday. That'll be the backup hard drive. And I reached out to somebody, a friend of Kingsbury. She's like the daughter of an aerodrome person, Jen. She's a computer person for a company. So I think she would be a good. I just wanted somebody's opinion about all these different cybersecurity systems from somebody who actually knows something about that. So I think she actually messaged me back during this meeting saying that she was going to help me. Oh, yeah, okay, it's a few paragraphs, so.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm working on that, and that's all I think that's all I have to say about that, if that's okay.
Sounds good.
I mean, yeah, we'll definitely try and keep tightening that up and trying to learn what we can do to make anything more secure that we can. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Were we going to talk about where, like, there was some question of putting some of this stuff on the website or something of the plan in general?
Yeah.
I feel like I was talking to you the other day and you were like, oh, it's just the cybersecurity. Oh, and also the website. Oh, and also something else.
Yeah. Oh, sirens.
Sirens, right.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that.
Not either.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we've been focusing more on cybersecurity, but I'm gonna put the sirens on. Every time I see anything about a train,
Amen.
I think. All right, item number 12, discuss and consider interlocal agreement subdivision regulation update. I have lost track of what we were looking for in there. According to the interlocal agreement, we have authority, plating authority, subdivision authority in the city limits and the ETJ. What else did we want out of that? I don't recall either. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that was unclear, at one point in time, but we do have that authority. So they have the septic authority.
Yes.
We don't want that part of it, but,
Okay. Well, are we ready to stop talking about this point?
I think so. I think we had some questions. It came up with the gentleman that was trying to subdivide his place.
Right.
And
Whatever happened with that?
I think he sold part of it. I think he did.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was able to subdivide it one way or another.
Sold it or, something.
Okay.
So it's going to come up again, though, isn't it? This melds right into the P&Z ordinance, because that's where subdivision regulation also comes in. Now, this agenda item is interlocal agreement with the county on that, and we're
Yes.
talking about subdivision.
Well, not with the county, with the environmental,
Or,
ESH,
yeah,
environmental
is that what
services.
Seguin does, the environmental health department has to do with subdivisions, or?
They do, yeah. It has subdivisions, plating, and septic.
I think that we're
And
gonna-
a few other things like
enforcement,
overgrown,
Code enforcement.
Code enforcement.
But I think if we decide, okay, this is what we're gonna do on subdivision regulation in a P&Z ordinance, that's the time that we're going to have to consider whether to go talk to the city, county and say, we're going to amend our agreement. Now we want to amend the agreement. Yes, you keep doing septic, but we're doing subdivisions. And, I don't know that they can do anything about it. But right now, we have an agreement with them in effect.
Yeah.
That says they're going to enforce that.
Enforce,
Their subdivision regulation.
okay.
Yeah. And I think the subdivision regulation in the county is you can't, but I get confused between Seguin and the county.
Right.
But it's like 1 acre. You can't, the county says you cannot subdivide into less than 1 acre.
Right.
And in fact, I've had several people tell me over the years that if you're outside Seguin and they've got, but you're in the county and they've got a 6 acre home tract, a 6 acre homestead, and then the adult daughter marries and the family decides to give her and her husband 1 or 2 acres out of it.
Right.
The county says, no, you can't do that. You can't subdivide into less than, if you did that, you'd have 3 and 2, or 6 acres. You'd 3 and 3, you can't subdivide into something as small as 3 acres on an existing subdivision. They say, you cannot do that.
Because that's in the Seguin ETJ.
Yeah, they've said, you
Seguin
cannot do
ETJ
that.
and deed
And so
restrictions.
a family cannot subdivide under the county rules. So I know that the county has, I just don't know exactly what those rules are. But
Well,
right
I
now,
think-
they're doing that.
With City Hall, it was 1 acre, right? Because we couldn't cut,
Well,
because we couldn't
1.4,
cut something off for
2.9.
Dennis.
We could,
yeah.
it kept on going up and down.
it was
from
originally
west.
0.49 acres with the house.
Yeah, 1.4.
And then that was an issue with the septic system. Because
Oh.
minimum 1 acre, that's the minimum 1
Yeah,
acre
it
for the
just has
county
to do
for the
with the
septic.
septic.
Okay.
But for commercial
on-site
or
sewage
City Hall, it was
facility.
larger area, which, yeah.
So we had to expand that.
Okay.
And now we come back to where we don't need it, so. or
Yeah,
we may
we
not
don't
need
know,
it.
well,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so,
I
True.
thought we were
You
wanna
gonna
buy
sell
some of it
maybe
back,
a
Dennis?
septic
You
We're
wanna
not
buy
sure
some
yet,
back?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
you wanna buy some of the property back?
I already spent the money, what do you want? Oh, you increased the price on it, so no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, its value's gone up.
Oh, because I didn't leave. Oh.
No.
Conceit.
All right, so it is definitely something to consider if and when we do a P&Z.
But we don't need to continue to have
I don't think so.
this on the interlocal agreement on subdivision regulation.
I don't think so.
Update on the agenda
I don't
anymore.
think so.
Okay.
When we need
I don't think so.
to
Yay.
amend it or
1 less.
break a piece off, when we can do it.
When it comes up,
It'll be on the
we can
agenda.
put it on the agenda.
Yeah.
All right,
That sounds good.
at this point, we adjourn.
Thank you.
All right.
Gavel it, make it
Yeah,
official.
gavel it. All right.
Frank, on the